Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield. Following the interception, Mayfield. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Mayfield looks to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Sanders' kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Becker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sundays. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Micah Parsons, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this returnable for Hill. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season on a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield as we call up our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but the other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They're going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Mayfield on play action. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. That's to his running back, complete. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Right back to Pitts again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A first down throw for Mayfield. Uses the stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for the Giants. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 40. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march for the chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Butker is on target. The lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
First down, Mayfield. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run. It's Sanders. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Another run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Mayfield. To the right and complete to Galladay. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Sanders' kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just give him some time to run. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too hungry.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And once again, this is Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Mayfield. And that's complete to Sanders. Fighting through, he's got space. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Sanders shaking and baking. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's caught by Golladay. Touchdown! Kenny Golladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.